For this week's Mentoring Matters, tonight, meet a South Florida man who encouraged a young boy to pursue his dreams, and what he got back was more than he ever anticipated.
Here's CBS 4's Rudabeh Shahbazi.
We often hear from mentors who say they've gotten more out of their experience than the person they've helped out along the way. And today, more than 20 years after their journey began, we meet a mentor and mentee who not only got a lifelong friendship out of it, but also an entire extended family built around mentoring. David Greenberger and Seth Cheever are friends with a long history, one that spans more than 2 decades.
It's basically being there. It's being there when someone needs to talk. It's providing a sounding board. It's the nudges along the road. It's the little lessons you don't get in a book, the little lessons you don't get in a class.
Seth was only a kid when David became his mentor in the Big Brothers Big Sisters program. His mother was raising him and his 3 siblings on her own. And at just 13, he found himself the man of the house.
One of his goals when we first got matched, the social worker told me, was he wanted to learn how to change a tire in a car. Because God forbid his mother ever got a flat, he had to be able to take care of his mom and change the tire.
Today, Seth says David was instrumental in making him the man that he's become, with a good education and job, married with kids of his own. Over these 23 years, David taught Seth to fish, study, drive, even sent him off to college.
I gave my mom a kiss goodbye, and before she could start crying, he said, "Let's go, we're out the door." And it was like, I needed that to get, to really pull me away. And also to know that he was putting me there, and he supported me, and that he believed in me, that I was going to go there and achieve my goals to finish college.
So this is the house that Seth designed.
David still has a blueprint of Seth's dream house when he was in high school.
The main house represents about 1/3 of the property, and the game room represents 2/3 of the property.
Now David works in an office actually designed by Seth. It's a legacy of service that's being passed on.
So this was my first little brother, and this was back when we were matched when he was 8 years old.
David also had another little brother before Seth, who now works at his office, and he met his wife, who worked for Big Brothers Big Sisters through his involvement with the organization. Both men have been at each other's weddings, and Seth himself has become a mentor.
Started off with the expectation that we would just be kind to each other and be friends. And it's grown into a brotherhood, and I call him my brother. He really is, and because I've seen in my life that it's more than just about who grew up inside your household, and it's about the people that are in your lives and how you treat them. Seth's siblings, who are also now adults with families of their own, are still in touch with their mentors too. And David is not only in touch with Seth, but also other people he mentored over the years, a tree of giving that seems to keep growing. Rudabeh Shahbazi, CBS 4 News.
And for more information on how you can become a mentor, head on over to our website, cbsmiami.com/mentoring matters. We have a whole list of organizations that you can get involved with. And we want to hear from you about mentors that you have in your life. Email us at mentoringmatters@cbs.com. And